What's up everybody, I'm Jesse Showalter and this is part 7 in the portfolio review series. In this series we take a look at your submitted portfolios and offer some constructive criticism in the hopes that not only me and you, but that we can all learn and grow together as creatives. Alright, that last part was a little bit cheesy, but it felt good in my heart, just to say it. Before we get started, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators just like you. With more than 25,000 classes that cover everything from logos and design and UX to business and every other thing you could possibly imagine, Skillshare is a great place to up your game. Premium membership offers you access to every single course they have where you can learn and grow alongside other students. So whether you want to up your game for your career or maybe just fuel your curiosity and your creativity, Skillshare is going to be the right place for you. I recently took a course on hand lettering by Jessica Heish, which absolutely blew my mind. I had so much fun. It's not something that I do for work. It's just really fun to do. Skillshare is also super affordable for $10 a month. And they were so kind as to offer the first 500 of my subscribers to use the link down in the description will get 2 free months. In 2 free months, you could start a business, create your own logo and website, and maybe even polka jazz dance, if that's a real thing. Okay, we're gonna jump right in, and the first portfolio of the day is from Hiro Shibata, which is an absolutely amazing name. Sounds like you're either a race car driver or a movie star, possibly rock star. That's a really good name, Hiro. All right, we're gonna take a look at Hiro's portfolio. What has he got? It says he's a designer and UX consultant. Ooh, spicy. And right off the bat, it says a little bit about what he does and some skills. This layout is interesting. Maybe it's a little bit busy, and I'm not seeing any of your work right off the bat. And down here is where we get to some work. I could have tapped up here, and sure enough, it scrolls down. So, you know, I just would have liked to have gotten there a little bit quicker. Let's click on a project. This is called, let's see. Oh, you know what is kind of a bummer was that back here I saw the name of it, Whomate. But then when I clicked on it, I lost any sort of like confirmation of what the name of the project is. So it's a project and I can't remember the name of it. So it's not until down here that I see Whomate. So I just want a little bit of that confirmation. But okay, a little overview. I like the graphic, it's kind of cute, kind of cool. And then I always like this in kind of a case study kind of thing, challenge and solution, right? So here's the challenge, here's the solution we found. I like that a lot. And then you start dropping in some kind of like layout of how it works, what you did. I guess the only question I have is, okay, you did user interface. The UI needed to be simple as possible. So like, is this the website? Is this the UI that you created? I guess it is. Okay, looks good. I like the work. I guess there's just a little bit of ambiguity at the top of this page. So I'm gonna scroll all the way back up to the top. I'd want a little bit more clearly define what it is that you did on the project. So I like this. The only thing is I think that this is built for a reader and it's not necessarily built for a skimmer. The portfolio itself is real snappy. It's real performant. I like it a lot. I just wish that you had a better balance between visual and informational kind of like in these layouts that you've done. So besides that, really amazing work. Good job, crushing it. Keep going, Hiro. I love your stuff. Next, we're looking at Samuel Scalzo, which is absolutely a cool name as well. And he's got this real, okay, let's turn off the cookie policy there. He's got this real like cool dark vibe when you hit his page. I like that a lot. So he's a digital designer, he's a freelancer. And see, this is kind of what I was talking about with Hiro's. What I wish I would have gotten a little bit more with like Hiro's work is I'm getting some like a shorter little bit of verbiage about who he is. He's a digital designer, he's a freelancer. Here's some stuff about him. And I can learn more if I want, but I'm already getting some visuals down here at the bottom of the page, which is what I really, really like. I'm really digging that. So cool. So I'm gonna scroll down and we can see we have a design lab. I don't know what that is. That's kind of interesting. The design lab is a collection of my personal projects and experiments. I like that. I like that you have a separation between work that you've done and design lab. I might steal that because people always ask that question when they look at something, a project that you're putting on your site. Is this a concept project? Is this like real? Did you actually do work for so-and-so? So like, you know, you want to be transparent, and I like kind of like prefacing it with this idea of a design lab or exploration, right? But then you have the actual work and you are doing what I love, which is featuring only a few of hopefully your very best projects that you've done, the things you are most proud of, and the things that you want to be doing in the future. So let's check one. Let's click on Bocce here, and we go to this project called Bocce. There's the confirmation of where I'm at. It's web design done in 2018. Real smooth, real editorial, nice layout here. You got visual, and then you're kind of like flip-flopping between information, visual. It's kind of cool. I mean, you have 2 shots of this amazing cow, which is amazing, great cow. But unless you've done the photography here, I would have loved to have gotten not just the aesthetic kind of presentational stuff, but into some of the meat of the work right off the bat. But I'm sure that's coming, okay? Yeah, so this is a meat company. Okay, great. I mean, you said up here that you did web design. I'm seeing a lot of photography. I'm seeing branding, which is not a bad thing. But can we lift, here's the web design. Can we lift a little bit of the web design and mix it in? Give me that hodgepodge of kind of work up at the top that represents brand and, you know, visual aesthetics work that you are responsible for. I love the layouts themselves are so good that you almost don't need a whole lot going on here, but they're just presented really, really beautifully. They're done really, really beautifully. And that's kind of it. I think the work is absolutely amazing. Let's go space exploration. The only thing I kind of wish was there was maybe a little bit more tech. Like, give me a little bit about your process. I don't want a lot about your process. I just want a little bit, enough to make my mouth water for it and want to call you and say, I want this kind of work. How do you work? How can we work together? Amazing work, Samuel. Oh, keep crushing it. I hope to be like you someday when I grow up. All right, last portfolio for the day is Alexandra LaVera, and she is a digital designer, pixel pusher, creative type. I like that. I love that she's taken the approach to kind of showing a little bit about her. So she's got this really nicely framed shot of her. It's a great shot, and it says scroll for more. So we're just gonna scroll down. We have a little bit of an about me section, and now we start seeing some projects, all right? So that's really, really nice. So I wanna see the case study or visit the actual site. So we can go to the actual site and hit the case study. Here is the actual site, and she's most likely was the person who did this. So overview, great. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Good visual right off the bat. It stays within the brand as you're kind of scrolling down, but you get this I love this layout. This is a little bit more of that interesting layout that is scannable, right? So duration, team, focus, what was your role, the challenge. A lot of times people only want to read certain aspects of this. Like, what was your role and how long did it take you? You've kind of given me bite-sized chunks that I can kind of read. I like that a lot. Here's a little bit about your research process. Great. And then a little bit about like your user interview process. This is a true blue case study from start to finish. And I think that she has a lot of good information here. The only thing I would say is that up here, I would have loved to have seen a beautiful, like, prepared money shot of the final product. Get me a little 3-dimensionality in a device or something like that just says, this was the final kind of project or the final result. Scroll down to see the process. So that's my only thing. But this, I love process. I love seeing this. I like that you're showing it like actually in the design software. Like that's really, really nice. You're using like Adobe XD, obviously. I see that, that's cool. But I love that you're showing like full flows in the design software. I kind of like that idea. That's kind of cool. All right, I think this is a solid portfolio, and I would be willing to bet that you're getting the types of projects that you want, and that you're probably pretty stoked. So keep cruising, keep growing, keep putting amazing work in your portfolio, just like this. So kudos to you. Well, that's it. That's part 7 of the portfolio review series in the bag. Done. Dunzos. Finite. Fin. If you're interested in having your portfolio reviewed by yours truly, then there's a link down in the description. I'd love to check out your work. And if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you know when your portfolio comes up for review. I hope you guys are having an amazing week designing amazing things, making amazing things, and making your portfolio count. I'll see you in the next one.